Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Pre-Market Live Show. Today is Thursday, July 31st. It's the end of July. How about that? And let's see what the market looks like. I'm actually exhausted. We're doing a quick pre-market show today. I'm just rolling through the SPY, a couple of the market real quick. I still have to finish my night note. I literally fell asleep right here last night doing my night note. So crazy. But anyway, all information presented here is for educational and informational purposes only, not intended as financial advice. Always do your due diligence. Here we go. We're just cruising right through real fast. I'm just skipping everything, going right through our SPY big caps. This is what this looks like, and we're only going to be on for a few minutes this morning because I do have to finish up my night note for the Discord, folks. I literally woke up here at like 5 o'clock this morning laying on my keyboard. I was like, what is going on? I had no idea what was happening. So definitely exhausted. I don't know why, but I am. I think the humidity, everything just knocked me out. Anyway, let's go through and see what's happening here real quick. SPY up big time. And how could it not be after that after hours? I mean, it was crazy yesterday. And we have a lot more after hours earnings today. So we'll be keeping our eye on that. But I mean, right at the moment, it's jumped up there so much. It doesn't look great, but I can see it still running up there and trying to curl through. Look at this thing. It's absolutely insane right now. I was looking at it this morning. Before I hopped on, I was saying, holy cow, this thing's nutty. And here's Apple. Apple does have earnings today. So here we go. Let's see. I'm not sure what time they are. I'm thinking that everything's like in the after hours, but it is pulling back right there. You can see, but we've seen other ones recently just make crazy moves. So we'll be watching Apple today to see what it wants to do right there. Amazon right here. Let's see what it is. That one jumped up big time, and we thought it would be. We were saying that last night. I know I was writing it down last night, but there you go. It's jumping up big. And what's their earnings today, right? Yeah, Amazon and Apple have their earnings today. Yesterday was completely insane with Meta and Google, or Meta and Microsoft. I was typing in Google, and here is Google pulling back still in the top right here. So this market looks insane, like it's completely stretched out, but they can still keep popping up because look at Meta, it's up $85. I mean, it's absolutely insane right there. And Laptop Travel was in the Discord this morning, and he hit Onco, guys. Check this out. I looked at it this morning, and that thing was up like 80% or so. It was just up a little bit more a couple seconds ago before we got on. I was looking at it. So there you go. That was a beauty. Nice job, Laptop Travel. And he will be in the Discord now, and Luis Rodriguez. So you can check that out. And like I said, I got to hop off and put my night note, finish it. I just was trying to finish it up real quick right before we hopped on here. So yeah, I had it mostly finished, and I have to get that up there. I like literally just fell asleep last night. It was crazy. Anyway, here we go. And let's look at our Microsoft. Meta was way up. Microsoft was way up here. And you can see that jumped up like a maniac. So we're going to have to see what these things want to do when this market opens up, to be completely honest with you. There's NVIDIA popping up here as well. Not looking bad this morning. So there you go. And Tesla's getting set up. We know it. So just let it pull back. Could pull back to that 300 area again, and then it will get set right up. So that's what Tesla looks like at the moment. And let's just see what the market's doing. Like I said, I'm just doing a quick pre-market review this morning. And I'm going to hop off and finish up my night note and get some stuff done because I nearly just passed out last night. I'm like, what is happening here? So I'm kind of out of it. I'm not going to lie. And here we go. Let's take a look and see. Mega caps, boom, dollar surge cools, which I was looking at that. And we were saying on the small cap show how that dollar was sizzling up there like that. I said once that thing stops up here, and you can see these might be bottoming out right now, these other ones. So this may be topping out. You're going to see the market just get wild, guys. I'm telling you that the dollar was kind of fueling the a couple of the Mag 7 things getting dragged down there a little bit. And it's just a crazy, crazy market with the USD going up like this right now. And our markets are just getting pumped like crazy right now with Trump. So it is completely insane. I mean, you don't see anything like this ever. Anyway, let's go through. And that RAYA we were looking at is curling up big, and that thing looks like it wants to run up there. Our IXHL is down some more and pulling back more there. HCTI right there is just a little bit of pullback as well. We'll see. That one might get curling up. There's that Onco right there. And VRME looks like it was jumped up. Foxo, we were looking at this. It's pulling back there. And this Craig had jumped up this morning, I saw. And GIBO is just kind of hanging out there at the moment. NCNA just kind of hanging out. And this is the old Mullen is BINI now. LRHC was jumping up there this morning pretty big. I saw that when I got up. Applied, we were looking at this guy saying it was getting set up, and it's up pretty big. And this GSIW is trying to curl up, looking better right there. So keep your eye on that one as well. So that's what's going on over here. Wang and Lee didn't look too bad yesterday, but it had announced it was going to do a reverse split. I don't think they named the date yet. There's that Craig right there, CREG, VRME, Onco. And yeah, not a whole lot happening right there. To be completely honest with you, look at the market; it's mostly red, and then you got your Mag 7 like neon green. I thought the rest of the market would be up today, to be completely honest with you, but hey, who knows? We had a little trade deal with South Korea and some other things, so I'm not exactly sure. This market's completely insane. Applied's up 20% in the pre-market, and we were definitely on that one. And CI, what is that one? CI. And that's Cigna, and they beat their earnings. It looks like they had earnings this morning, and that's rolling up there. So, and let's just look at UNH and a couple other ones. And like I said, I'm going to hop off quick today. Just a quick little pre-market review. I got to finish my night note for you Discorders. It'll be up there. It was just about finished, and I guess I just fell asleep. I have no idea. So pretty wild. I usually don't do that, and so yeah, I told you guys last night I was pretty exhausted. I must have really been exhausted. So there you go. And I did see an overnight note in the Discord if folks want to check it out. So go ahead and check out my Discord page right there. Laptop Travel was in there. Posted Onco this morning too, and it is looking good this morning. Wang and Lee's barred from a reverse split until October, huh? That's what they said. There you go. I didn't even know, but so yeah, Wang and Lee Laptop Travel said they are barred from doing a reverse split, so they may just have to rock and roll it out right now. And honestly, it does not look bad to try to roll off of there. So might want to keep an eye on Wang and Lee. It could get cruising up again real fast. So I'll be watching that one today. Let's just see. I think we went through them, and I was going to go through this side. Oh yeah, we already did, and there was nothing really crazy over there. Let's see what crypto's doing real quick. Bitcoin was at 118, Solana 181, Ethereum 38.54, and Ripple was like 371, right around there. It said, and let's take a look and see. Ripple is at 316, right about there, 317, and Bitcoin 118 right here, and it's holding itself up, guys. I'm telling you, these things are making room on the charts right there and holding themselves up. Let's see what Ethereum's doing. It was trying to roll back up. It's pulling back now, but I think they get stuck up here on the 20. I'm not so sure they're coming back down in that channel to get like a whole setup again. So they don't look bad. I think they will start curling back up relatively soon, maybe after the weekend or something. They might be able to stretch them over the weekend right here and keep them. They got to just kind of get up just a little bit more, and they could stay afloat with no problem. So we'll see what that's happening, because MicroStrategy and them other ones don't look bad at all. And here is Cardano, and that did spike down the other day to that 50, and it's just holding itself. I'm telling you, they are coming down just a little bit, but it's nothing real crazy. You can see how high up they are, and they do look like they want to curl back up as well. So that's what they look like there's Chain Link SUI right here. They all have the exact same look, and this is Optimism right there. So they all look pretty similar right there. And I did see ETF was almost at like a 1 million market cap, so that's in real trouble. Oh, and I spill water on my face. That might wake me up, though. That's actually a good thing. Not that I didn't do that already, but I spilled a bunch of water on me before I started the show. AMD, as Laptop said, greatest comeback story of the year right there. And you're not kidding. That thing went nutty right here, and it's up some more. But again, way in the top, and we'll see what happens there on August 5th with all that big group of earnings right there. There's like over 1,000 of them that day. So let me just see what else is going on. I'm going to hop off, finish my note, and see what's happening in this market and this pew. I'm telling you, there was your bottom right there at that 585 or whatever it hit yesterday. I think it was like 585 if I remember correctly. 585, look at that. And there you go. So that one is looking pretty good. The CNC was way down as well, and it's still down there trying to get set up. And what about good old Oscars up this morning? Not looking too bad, but not looking perfect right there. And what's Chanson doing? Because this took a little dip, and it looks like it could be dipping down some more. Wow, I am surprised because that one looked pretty set up. And these penny stocks are just like hit or misses. And generally, when they get set up, they run ABP right here is way up and just kind of pulling back. This one looked like it wanted to curl back up and run up. It was setting up still just the other day, and it ran up a little bit more. Pull back yesterday, and I don't know, you might see some more pullback happen for it to roll up. So might have to keep my eye on that one right there. And let's see what else is going on right now. This XXII was trying to get set up. This one's probably going to be a good one coming up real soon. And you can see it was spiking up there. 342. It gapped up actually this morning. It wasn't that high last night. So there you go with that. And let's see. Vanguard now has a 7.11% of RGTI. Well, they just keep buying that RGTI, huh? It's a computer hardware one, and it is trying to get set back up right there. That could have been its bottom, and it is over to 20. They have earnings coming up on the 7th or 12th. 12th it is. RGTI is the 12th, so there you go. What's Reddit doing this morning? That wasn't looking bad, and that's jumped up there, Luis Rodriguez. There you go with that one. And Estee Lauder, let's see what that's doing. Whoop, that's not it. That's Estee Lauder right there. That's up a little bit. And Elf, I think, was pulled back a little bit, but not looking bad. Two set up. And Hims right here. Let's see. That one's up a little bit. So trying to crawl up. It's a weird looking market, guys. I'm not going to lie. And RBLX beat their earnings too. So there you go with Roblox. And that one did jump up there. Look at these things way at the top. I mean, they generally need to come back down. So that is crazy. And I'm telling you, what a crazy looking market. You got Google down, Apple's flat. They have earnings today. So who the heck knows what that wants to do? It looks like it's trying to pull back there. But if it gets right onto that support line by the end of the day, you're going to see this thing go nutty too. So I am not sure, guys. It's just completely all over the place. And after yesterday's earnings, it was just completely nutty yesterday. And here you go with Amazon and Apple both reporting today. Amazon's already gapped up like $7. So, and looking pretty good to continue to fly up. I mean, it doesn't look perfect right there with that red, but I mean, we're only at 7:15 in the morning. So you just, we'll have to see how these open up because they generally don't even do much until about 9:30, but they're already cruising around and doing crazy things. And Reddit right here was running up, and they have earnings coming up today as well. So there you go. I'll tell you what a wild market. I'm going to go ahead and finish my night note for you Discorders because I fell asleep doing it last night. And Laptop Travel already posted a beauty in there. Onco right there was up over $2 earlier. So there you go with the 4 a.m.ers. And I plan on getting up and doing that. It'll be a lot of fun, especially in the Discord now. So it'll be a way better one. And there you go with your Roblox, and that does look pretty good to try to jump up some more right there. That's for sure. And you have September call, so there you go. And that is I think we're just gonna wrap it up pretty quick. We did our crypto and everything else, and it's an early pre-market show. I kind of skipped the Joey's jumpers and the laptop lowdowns. I tweeted them out so you guys can take a look at it. We went through the market and saw what's going on. I'm going to go ahead and finish my night note so I can pop that in there. And then I'm going to look at this market and see what's going on because it's wild. Carvana's way up there. Do they have earnings coming up? And I don't see the E right there, but they could. And what's eBay doing? Look at eBay jumping up there as well. And Meta, we already knew about that one. And Microsoft. So, and this hit has been up for a while. Remember, I was trading this thing back at 70. I should have kept it. Look at that thing. It's all the way up at it hit like almost $2 or went over $2 the other day. There's that WeRide trying to get crawled up again, and AI is trying to crawl up LIDR right there. So there's a couple good ones right there trying to catch some momentum. And there you go, everybody. I would say that's a decent pre-market review. Again, a little shorter this morning, but I just wanted to hop on and do something and get through the market, see what was going on, especially after yesterday. I mean, look at these things. Microsoft and Meta Nutty, NVIDIA or Amazon reporting today. And NVIDIA, I think, does not report, right? Yeah, they don't have their earnings coming up already. They were back here in like the end of May. So there you go, everybody. We will be keeping an eye on this market. Look at Apple and Amazon today because they have their earnings coming up. And if they follow suit like who yesterday, what was it? Microsoft and Meta, they went crazy, guys. I mean, if you had options on them, you made out pretty well, I must say. So it is pretty wild, and most companies are beating these things. I mean, it's pretty crazy right now. NCLH, Norwegian Cruise Line, beating their earnings too. So a lot of companies are beating earnings right now. It's crazy. Everyone thought that tariffs and inflation or whatever were going to be hurting things, and I never thought it would, but I didn't think they would be popping off like this either. So it is a wild market, guys. I'm not going to lie about that. It's been crazy up here for the last few weeks. And look at the SPY up here. It doesn't even look great, but it looks like it wants to go. I could see it going green again today. Again, you just have your Mag 7 basically up, Google down, and the rest of the market's kind of down, guys. So I don't even know what's going on here. I mean, I figured there could be some pullback already happening, but we're not seeing that. And the meme stock party is already fizzling out. And what's that mean for the rest of the market? Trump knocks Canada as countries rush to strike trade deals, and S&P 500 futures rise as flurry of trade deals and earnings. And here we go. Stocks push higher on earnings and powered tailwind. So yeah, the date is what, tomorrow for the tariff deadline. So you could have all kinds of stuff going on. Like I said, he has a whole Rolodex in his back pocket right now with all these trade deals and tariff deals. And then you got very positive earnings happening right now. So it's driving the markets like crazy. It is crazy. And yeah, I'd be surprised if any of these companies' earnings aren't stellar right now. Just going by Microsoft and Meta yesterday. I mean, that was insane, guys. So I would say it's a wild, wild market. And also the concerns of a recession continue to ease with every new trade deal and monetary policy shift. Absolutely. I mean, when you see these stuff happening, they already got the EU deal. And like I was saying before, he's still got the China one in his back pocket. That's huge as well. I thought the market would really cruise off of the EU deal, but maybe it's so high up. Maybe they're going to let it pull back. Guys, you can't even tell. It's just like every day you got to kind of just dissect the market as we go along right now because it's completely insane. I didn't see Microsoft and Meta popping up like that yesterday. That's for sure. So it is what it is, and that's the market, and that's why you don't know exactly what it's going to do. We have a pretty good idea generally, but Holy cow, it's a wild one up here. And we will see if it wants to continue up, that's for sure. And I just wanted to look and see what the futures were doing and look at the VIX and the UVXY and stuff like that really fast. I mean, look at these things. They have almost that pattern where it spikes up, pulls back, and then needs to run back up. You can see it right here, and you're kind of getting down to that area again, but it was trying to go up the other day, and then all of a sudden it just like it didn't want to anymore. And you can see that happen on the UVXY. So I don't know. It's wild, guys. It is completely wild. It's a perfect storm. You're not kidding, Luis Rodriguez. It is the perfect storm for something. And that's why we've been talking about that bubble on the small cap show, because again, you're getting into that territory where you never see this happen. It has to be the perfect recipe, and you haven't seen it since 1999, guys. I wasn't even trading back then. Laptop Travel was, but I was not. I was like just graduate. I was in culinary school when this was going on. So I just graduated high school, and I was going to culinary school in 1999. And so yeah, and then I started. After that is when I started getting into the stock chart. So I was not trading during the .com boom. And so I do remember it all happening, don't get me wrong, but I wasn't into the market like I am now. So that is the last time we've seen something like this. And I did go back and look, and Money Mark was 100% on the money. And yeah, we it looks like it's getting into that territory again where, you know, people start worrying and going, holy cow, the market's going to tank. And then the next thing you know, it just runs for like a year or two straight, and then it pulls back pretty big. But by that point, Trump ain't worrying about it. He had already won the midterms. The markets are already at their all-time highs, and he's coming to the end of his presidency at that point, so it won't even matter. And he'll pass it off to the next person, which is probably JD Vance, I would imagine, but we'll see when we get there. So pretty wild stuff, I'm not gonna lie. And if I get to I have asked Joe Exotic if he was into stocks. I think maybe I asked him. I forget when I asked him, but he does the crypto, obviously the crypto coin. I think he said he wasn't. I'll ask him again. I forget. I thought I did ask him one time when I was messaging with him. But anyway, I will ask him. I don't know if I asked him while we were talking, but yeah, I'm pretty sure I did ask him something about it, but I'll have to go back and look. And there you go. And AI is the new space race. The full something for the economy to form 60 to 80s. Like Money Market says, this isn't a bubble, but this is the new economy. And yeah, and then you have that perfect recipe, guys. You got 4 a.m. trading now. You got extreme volume going on all over the place. It's just a crazy market all around in general. A lot of different things taking place, and you obviously had to keep up with the trends and pivot, which, you know, we've done very, very well, because things have changed in the last few months, as you guys can see. And so yeah, it is a brand new market here, and you can't really go by thinking that this thing's going to pull back completely. And there you can tell, I was saying, you know, you might see this pullback, you couldn't tell how much. And I was looking at these charts, not thinking you were going to see a major pullback, because you would have triggered a recession, and it just wasn't happening. Again, you got to look at these charts, put your mindset into what this administration's trying to get done. And now, if you want to see them really start messing with Powell because he didn't drop the rates, watch what's about to happen, because now he's going to rip this market even higher, guys. And it's like, okay, now what? Now what's your excuse? And now you have all the tariff deals coming in. And notice there was no concern about all that anymore. Remember, that was the concern. So I don't know what the concern is and why we're still sitting here besides playing political games. I mean, it's as clear as day. I think everybody in the country sees it. And not only that, not only does everybody see it's political games, it's hurting the American people big time by keeping these rates where they are. So that is it. And yeah, I can't imagine anybody's happy about Powell and the way he's conducting the Fed. It seems like it's his political baby now, and he's trying to just rock the boat instead of really help the country. So it just seems pretty crazy to me. And you guys know I've said this 3 months ago before anybody was even talking about it. There was zero argument back then, and people were trying to argue about it. But now it's like, yeah, look at this UVXY and everything else. Your SPXS, it's never even seen a level like this ever in the history of the stock market, guys. So the thing is just so down, and yeah, you just don't see this stuff very often ever. And that's why you're getting into that bubble territory. And look at the SPY. I mean, jumping up. I mean, this thing's insane, guys. Your election was back here, and where were we at? We were like right here for election time. And remember, we were at like the 570s, and it was crazy back then. Then it jumped up because Trump won, remember? And then we had the dip in April, and now look where we're at. So just a completely insane market, guys. And don't doubt it, because I think we're hitting that bubble territory where it's just catapulting. I mean, you always see a little bit of pullback. It has to on the charts, just as crypto is trying to do now. So you see like 2-3 weeks of like, it's stagnated and it just kind of runs around a little bit, and then it just next legs up. So you got to be ready for it. And that's why when it's doing kind of things like this, where it's just like jumping around, getting ready to set up, you don't want to force trades. I wish I had some options on Microsoft and Meta. But again, I was looking at Microsoft thinking it was hitting resistance and coming back. So I'm glad I didn't play it, because I think I would have played it wrong, to be completely honest with you there. And that thing just went nutty. So that is what the market looks like at the moment, guys. It is crazy. And I will be keeping you guys updated. I'm going to go ahead, finish my night note, pop that in. Nice hit. Laptop Travel for the first one in there. And again, Laptop Travel and Luis Rodriguez are going to be joining the Discord. Laptop Travel was already in there this morning and smashed Onco, ONCO, and it went up like 80% or so. So there you go with that one, and that was a beauty. And pal is to Phil Murphy of finance. That's hilarious, Luis Rodriguez. And Trump and his family and his cabinet adjacent are all going big on crypto. Absolutely. They're getting crazy with it, guys. So yeah, it's crypto, what directions it's going. And again, we've been watching this GRYP. We know when it's going to be perfect, guys. Let it get down to these support lines right here. That's when they're loading up on it again too. And yeah, we'll get in with them and get it rolling. And PEW, guys, I'm telling you, great opportunity now at that 585. If you see it come down anymore, I think we're going to finally get our curl up. But again, we're at 615 right now. And you know how many people are stuck in this thing up at, I mean, here's the day it opened. It opened at what, 21? And people are still buying it up here in the 10s, the 11s, 9s, 8s, 7s, 6s, and now we're finally reached the 5. So there you go with PEW. Grab a Gun Digital Holdings, and Trump Jr. is involved on that board, and it will get set up, and it is now finally getting bottomed out there. And you still have a little bit of time, probably not until next week or so, before it really gets cruising. And agreed, Trump and crypto, it's going. Trump family has a new stock, NCPL, and how many stocks are they going to get into? Net Capital, they're involved in this now too, and this does look really good. So we have to add that somewhere, because NCPL is looking good. You just have your 20 coming down, but you can see it getting set up. It might not curl up and get through this first time, but it is getting set up right there. So that's right. You follow the money. I agree 100%. Central Florida Gardening, Hydro, and Micro right there. So everybody, greatly appreciate you guys hanging out. I kind of woke up a little bit. I'm telling you, I was like out of it when I got up this morning. I woke up on my keyboard, and I never do that, guys. So let me finish my night note, pop that up. Nice hit Laptop Travel in there this morning. That was a beauty. And then it's just getting fired up and started. But I'll keep my eye on this market, see what the heck we're doing, because it is crazy right here. And you do have Apple and Amazon are both reporting today. So I'm not exactly sure what time they are. They could be after the market. you can see Apple right here was hitting that resistance up there. That's yeah. And we'll see if it gets up here. It's gonna actually this kind of changed around too because it had resistance right here at the 216. So actually, this chart just changed around this morning. So that gives you a little idea right there. I can tell by looking at it now that I'm looking at that resistance area and it's like not even existent. So there you go, guys. I'd say watch Apple for earnings to be pretty good too. It looks like at the moment anyway. And so yeah, it's crazy. It's so let's see. And Luis Rodriguez said, guys, he lost 10 pounds on the new diet, finally adjusted and managed. The levels are going back up. Haven't been on a diet in over 20 years, basically. Ate anything he wanted. Glad the wife forced him. There you go, Luis Rodriguez. That's great to hear. And, I cut out soda and all that stuff. I haven't drank like any Hershey syrup, chocolate milk, or anything nonsense in a little while. And your energy levels are up. Yeah, you'll definitely feel way better. I mean, I'm just exhausted from just having a crazy, crazy couple days, couple weekends and weeks. I just been going at it hardcore, and I think it caught up to me. The humidity, I'm telling you, it's not good with my brain injury. I don't know what it is. It used to never even phase me, guys. I owned a landscaping and construction company and could just go 15 hours in this humidity. I step outside and I feel like I'm just in a brain fog. It like just knocks me out. I don't even get it. I was saying it to my wife, and it's like I can't even think straight. It's wild. But I didn't do that in Vegas. I was perfectly fine in that heat. So I think I know which way I'm going to be retiring. That's for sure. I want that radiant heat like Vegas. I do not want this humidity. It's brutal. And today is another brutal day. Luis Rodriguez, we're supposed to get smashed with storms later. And you might be seeing things floating around again because it might flood the hell out of this place. They're talking like 4 or 5 inches really quick. And I don't doubt it with this humidity. Anytime you have the temperatures hitting 100 degrees and the humidity up like this, you get some nasty, nasty thunderstorms at nighttime. I mean, it just lights up and I mean, dumps. There's just so much moisture in the air. It has to go somewhere. Like I said, you go outside, guys. I'm not even kidding. You walk outside and you immediately start to sweat. Like you're not even doing anything. You just open up the door and walk out on the deck and you're sweating. And then you start trying to move and you can barely breathe. I think that's the biggest thing. You can't breathe in this humidity. It's just crazy. And yeah, you better go close your umbrellas, Luis Rodriguez. It's supposed to get crazy out there. And intermittent fasting for the win, down 60 pounds, Central Florida gardening. There you go. That's awesome. So yeah, guys, your health is very important, and I'm glad we do talk about it on here. You guys know I stopped drinking soda and all that, and I do feel way better. And I have more energy as well. I can tell. I just been going. I mean, you guys know I go. I'm pretty active, so I go crazy, and I do a little bit too much, I think. But yeah, the humidity just wiping me out, guys. It's just not good for me anymore with a brain injury. I don't know what it is with it, but it just does not mix. And you know what? I feel like I'm an old person when it happens. And I was saying to my wife, I'm like, I don't understand how everyone old, they retire down to Florida. The humidity's even worse down there. But I guess when you're at that age, you're just staying in the house in the air conditioner and letting that all just be humid during the day and go out when you need to. But yeah, it is crazy, guys. So honestly, Luis Rodriguez, I've always said if you're not healthy, there's no point in being wealthy because you really can't enjoy it. And like the money that we're making means nothing when you're not healthy to enjoy it. It's 100% true, Luis Rodriguez. And you don't even think clear if you're not on your best diet and exercise, and that is that makes you not think clearly, to be honest with you. So, and I realized that with my major brain injury here, I need to be on point. I got to have my diet. I used to be able to just eat and do whatever I wanted to, but clearly my body has changed a lot. And, but yeah, I mean, look how fast my finger healed, guys. I'm telling you, it's a medical oddity. I go back here. I'll show you guys. You want to see it real quick here? Look at that thing, guys. My finger, like literally, I didn't even have a fingertip here. Ready? Look at that thing right there. it's crazy, but yeah, it's like completely healed up and all scabbed up now. And tomorrow will be 3 weeks. I go to the hand surgeon tomorrow morning, so I'll check it out and find out if I can go in a lake. But I every morning I wake up, I'm just like, this is crazy. I've never seen anything like this. I grew a fingertip back, guys. It literally was shredded off completely to the bone. There was nothing left. And now I have a complete fingertip. My fingernail's perfect. It like just the top of it had gotten shredded down and it grew back perfect. I mean, you can't even tell it had gotten hit. And yeah, it's I'm telling you, it's the most bizarre thing I'd ever seen in my life. But so yeah, I kind of feel like cutting out soda and stuff might have been a good factor for that to happen. So I'm not exactly sure, but I've never seen anything like that before in my life. I'm not gonna lie. And like I said, even the hand surgeon was pretty blown away. I can't wait to see him tomorrow because I'm telling you, it's healed up. It'll be 3 weeks exactly from when it happened, and it's like almost completely healed. I have some skin to grow back still, but yeah, it's all scabbed up, and I mean, I'm assuming it looks correct. It doesn't hurt or anything, so I don't think it got infected or anything like that. So I think I'm pretty good to go, and I am just blown away. I thought this would have been like 3 months of dealing with wrapping it up and all that. And yeah, I'm just walking around with it exposed now, but I do put that on. Just I hit it on the keyboard, it kind of hurts. So that is the only reason. I'm like, damn, this is the only thing I can't. It's probably gonna take the longest thing for me to be able to do is type. And I'm like, go figure. That's what I need to be able to do is type. But anyway, we're getting through everything and we're fine. So there you go. I'm gonna hop off because I wanted to do a short show anyway, and we never do short shows. But there you go, guys. That's what our market looks like. Apple, Amazon both have earnings today. And like I said, Apple's chart changed, guys. There was resistance right here. Remember, at 216, it wasn't getting through. And that's why I just kind of looked at it and said, hold on a second. This changed around. And that will tell you something right there. So there you go. And evenings in Florida are awesome. The days in the summer are rough. I agree, Central Florida. My buddy lives down there, says the same thing. He's like, dude, it's just like he likes to go golfing a lot. And they go like super early in the morning or they go at nighttime because during the daytime, you're just not doing anything out there. It's just too hot and humid. It's not even too hot, it's just too humid. That's what it comes down to. It doesn't matter what the temperature is, guys. It does not matter. It can be 110 degrees radiant heat and you're perfectly fine. It won't even phase you because you're not even sweating or anything. When you're sweating and losing all your nutrients like this, you can't even keep them in your body fast enough, and that's where it like really gets to you and it drains you. And again, I think with my brain injury, I need the nutrients for my brain to even operate. And like I said, I just like end up in a brain fog when I'm out there, and I think that's what goes on. I think it just soaks my nutrients out, and I need them to think straight, and I can't. And so yeah, I can't deal with this humidity too much anymore. I used to love it. I would just go out there and just work and enjoy it. To be completely honest with you, I step outside, I feel like I'm going to die. I can't breathe. I can't do anything. It's completely different from before I got hit in the head. Let's put it that way. So just bizarre kind of thing to notice as well. Like your mindset can, I guess, have a factor with the weather as well. So, because I can definitely tell a huge difference, and I just don't function well in this humidity. So, I'm not out there doing anything anymore. That's for damn sure. Because I like feel like I'm gonna drop dead. But anyway, there you go. In summer in Florida, around April through October. Yeah, it's awesome down there, and so it is beautiful. And the winter months are awesome too down in Florida because they're not that, and that's why most of the older people go and retire down there because you don't have your snow and you don't have your freezing cold temperatures, which also, as you get older and have ailments and stuff, that cold weather jacks up your body too. Like I'm telling you, it's the radiant heat. You can just kind of function. That's what I think our body wants is that sunlight. You want sunlight. And but you don't want humidity. You want sunlight and direct heat like that. I think it's the best for you. Like I said, when I was in Vegas, I felt amazing out there, guys. It was 110 degrees, and I would just go stand out in the sun. Like I could feel my body just soaking up the rays. It was great. And I'm not trying to stand outside of my house right now, and it's 100 degrees. And that's why they call them snowbirds. You're kidding right there. So there you go. A little diet and talk, and also weather talk on the stock market pre-market live show today. So there you are, guys. I would say it's a wild market. Look at Microsoft and Meta. Amazon's way up too, and they have earnings, and Apple's sitting there. But I mean, from my gut, you can't really tell anything from the chart at the moment. But from my gut, guys, this thing wants to jump over this 20, which is only at 211, and it can do one of these moves that Microsoft and Meta pulled yesterday. So just keep an eye on that. And also Amazon right here is curling up pretty good. I mean, it's kind of red, but that thing could jump up into the top and get wild as well. And I'll keep an eye on them as the market opens up, because you'll be able to tell a little bit better, I think, at 9:30 when the market opens up. That's usually when our big caps and Mag 7 really start moving. They're just kind of moving because of yesterday's after hours were just absolutely insane with earnings. So that's it, guys. And all information presented here is for educational and informational purposes only, not intended as financial advice. So always do your due diligence. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. I feel much better now. And let me get that night note up a little late. I usually do it right after the show. And like I said, I woke up and I was laying on my keyboard here. So I was like, whoa, this is pretty wild. I don't do that very often. I really think it's the humidity just wiping me out. But anyway, that's our show for this morning. It's crazy pre-market, as we thought it probably. I thought it was going to look neon green. So that's 2 times this week I was completely off because that EU news on Sunday. I thought for sure we were going to see one of the biggest rips ever in the market, and it barely did anything. And then, so yeah, it's just bizarre right now, guys. Apple only needs to say one thing for investors and customers: revolutionary AI enhancement coming. And yeah, I'm telling you, I think Apple's going to say something pretty wild. They're all saying something crazy in these earnings, and these things are going crazy right now. Everyone seems to be beating their earnings too. So that Apple's one of them companies that generally will beat their earnings. So. And Laptop Travel, he's waiting on his iPhone, his 17 Pro. I got to get myself a new phone, so I might have to join you there with that, because my phone is ancient. I think I still have a 12. I'm telling you, I use everything until it like just breaks or it's like not useful anymore. And so yeah, I'm due for a new phone. Let's put it that way. I've definitely gotten my money's worth out of my phone, and I try to get my money's worth out of everything. Just use it until it breaks completely or you can't use it anymore is my philosophy. And so, yeah, I am due for a new phone. I was going to get one like 3 months ago, and I still have the same phone. So there you go. Rohan Moore has the 11. Let me tell you what I have. I might even have the 11. I'm not going to lie. I'll tell you right now. Let me go into my settings. I always forget what the heck it is. What is it, in the general, or is it in this thing about, right? Version. Let's see. Oh, that's the that. Hold on. Up, I'm with you there, Rohan. I have the 11 Pro. So there you go. I don't even have the 12. I have the 11 Pro right there. So that's how far back my phone is. What are we on, 17 right now? So yeah, I've had this one for a few years, that's for sure. And Rohan, hit me up on X so I can make sure that you're all good on Discord. So you're not missing Laptop Travel giving out Onco this morning. And that was a monster right there. And he put that right. It was up like over 80% at one point this morning. So that was a beauty. And so, yeah, I got the 11 Pro with you right there. And so, yeah, I think I'm due for a new phone, guys. What do you guys think? I think I've used this one enough. And there's so much competition in the AI space. Companies like Amazon and Microsoft, they're constantly trying to outdo and one another. It's driving innovation. I agree, and a lot of carriers are giving free phone. Oh, they all give free phones away. So I have Verizon too. I'm grandfathered in. They hate me. Verizon hates me. I'm grandfathered in for unlimited everything from back like we're talking like 15 years ago, guys. When the very first time they didn't even really have internet back then on the phones. They did, but nobody really used it. And my buddy had owned a Verizon store, and yeah, I ended up with like the sweet setup. I always had new phones back then because he would just hook me up with them. And but yeah, I had a brand new phone and it had the internet. You didn't even really use it, and I actually had the plan for unlimited data and everything. It was unlimited everything. And yeah, I'm grandfathered into it. They hate me. I just have to buy my phones outright. So I go to Apple, just buy a phone, and yeah, I have unlimited everything from Verizon. I can literally just leave the data plan on there forever. Even when the data plans were like they were charging you a fortune, I will just like I don't use Wi-Fi ever. I leave it off. I don't even like the Wi-Fi unless I'm really doing something important, but I just do it on the computer. And yeah, so I leave mine on just it's never on Wi-Fi. It's just always just cruising around. And so yeah, I don't even care. I used to purposely I would just leave like Sirius XM on all night long on the data and just let it run up as much as it wanted to. Yeah, and they used to hate me. They'd call like every day. Do you know we can give you a free phone and this and that? And I'm like, yeah, I know that, but I like to drive up the data because it's unlimited, and you guys are charging people out the wazoo. Now, a lot of companies have these free data or unlimited data plans and everything else, but yeah, I've had it for forever. I've never not had it, so yeah, it's pretty good stuff. Used to be grandfathered in at AT&T, but you dumped them because they kept threatening or threatening you. It's a practice they were doing to urge you to change. Yeah, well, that's what Verizon does to me. They constantly hit me up and ask me, "Oh, we got this deal. You can do this." I could probably do anything I want. I might be the last person with that plan, to be honest with you. And they hate it. They just absolutely hate that I have that plan. I'm not gonna lie, and they do. They try to do everything in their power to get me to get out of that plan. And I just have not done it. I haven't given in. And honestly, I've been talking. I'll tell you as online. I've been talking to an attorney. They've raised the price. I'm godfathered in at a set price. They've raised the price on me. It's illegal. And so yeah, they may have a class action coming their way. To be honest with you, and I'm going to drill them for it. So yeah, I actually already talked to somebody about it, and yeah, they're out of their minds. They've raised my price, and I'm godfathered in. Grandfathered in. I've been grandfathered in for 20 years, guys. I've had the same cell phone number for over 20 years. And how crazy is that? I'm not going nowheres. And but yeah, they absolutely hate me, Verizon. And but yeah, they also raised the price on me throughout the years. I have the bills, and I've looked at it, and I'm like, I'm grandfathered into this thing. They can't raise the bill. They can't even add an extra fee on it because I'm grandfathered in, and they've already done it. So yeah, they might get slapped with a class action there. I'm not gonna lie, because I'm not happy about it. And they owe me a bunch of back money because they were never supposed to be charging me anything. So they probably owe me like a lot of money. I'm not gonna lie. I was looking at the bills. I'm like, yeah, this bill is like way more than it ever should be all the time for months and months and months. And I was breaking it down. I go, these guys are insane. I'm grandfathered in. I don't know where these fees are coming from, but they can't do that. And so yeah, they may get smacked. I'm not gonna lie. So you may see me hit them, and I just was looking into it, to be honest with you. I hope they're listening. I wouldn't care one bit because again, it's illegal practices that they do, and all these companies do it, and that's why you got to use sometimes the legal system in your in your best interest, because these companies will take advantage of you. And like I said, they've been raising them. They've been trying to get me out of this plan for 10 years now, I bet. And yeah, and then they started raising the actual plan, Luis Rodriguez, and I was like, let me ask my buddy as an attorney about this one. And he's like, dude, that's some major stuff right there. You can smash them. And I'm like, well, let's do it, dude. Let's go and smash these guys because they are a huge corporation taking advantage of people every single day. So yeah, that I do have that, and I am grandfathered in. They can't do anything about it. And they're not supposed to be raising my rate at all. They've raised it the last few years. They've been raising it. So yeah, they would owe me all the back pay for everything like that. Plus, I would just drill them. So yeah, I'm looking into it, to be honest with you. So yeah, I'm grandfathered in to Verizon from 20 years ago. I like 15, 20 years ago. I still have the same exact plan. And they do not like that at all. Anyway, there you go. A little Verizon talk right there, and everybody else, and phones and diet and weather and everything that's not the stock market that we do. But the market is crazy, guys. I'm not going to lie. We can talk about the whole world because I'm not even sure. Look at this thing curling up there. It has a red candle there. It doesn't even look, it looks good, but it doesn't at the same time. I can't explain it to you. It looks like it wants to get nutty, but it also looks like it doesn't know if it wants to get nutty or not right there. So I'm not sure, but I have a feeling Apple and Amazon are probably going to beat their earnings looking at everything else. So that's what set you off. They were slowing down your set. Yeah, they start messing with your phone service. But again, you should sue them, Luis Rodriguez. It's illegal to do that. You know that, right? So that's why I actually just looked into it. I could tell my phone's been jacking up. Like they've been messing with it. And like I said, I get calls from them all the time from Verizon. And they're like, hey, do you know that we have this thing and we can give you a free phone? We can give you a free year. They'll give me, I mean, I'm telling you, they'd probably give me like 5 years of free service if I jump out of that plan. I don't know why they hate it so much, but I don't think that it would matter one way or the other, but they just do not like you having old plans like that. I don't know why, but AT&T was the same way. So apparently these companies, they must lose money on you. It's the only reason they wouldn't be that active and that aggressive to get you out of these plans if they weren't losing money. Let's put it that way. So that's why I never left, because I'm like, well, if they want me out of it so bad, clearly it's better for me than for them. So I'm gonna stick around and stay in it and not give in. So yeah, I've done that for all these years, and like I said, they've raised the rate on it, and they're not allowed to. So pretty wild stuff right there, not gonna lie. And forward thinking bullishness, especially with AI, will drive the prices higher. Yeah, I'm telling you guys. And I do think Apple is going to have something crazy coming out in these earnings call. They all do right now. And if they kept up with the earnings calls last night and watched what Microsoft and Meta just did, they might be revising their script for what their earnings call is so that they can be on point too, because they can probably just do exactly what the last two companies did and be jumping up just as big. So, and I'm telling you guys, this thing changed around. Our resistance was a 216 before, I remember, because I had posted it, and it's not even there. So it could get flying, that's for sure. And that's what our market looks like this morning. So there you go, guys. All kinds of crazy talk. I was going to do a short show. We end up doing an hour anyway. How about that? And let me get my night note done and put that up. I'll keep you guys posted on what's going on in this crazy market. I think we got to kind of wait an hour and a half until the market actually opens up right now. I think all the we're just watching dust settle at this point, and then see what's going to happen for the rest of the day. I think that's where we're at this phase of the day. So I don't think anything crazy is going to happen in the next hour and a half, but then we got to see how this market opens up and go from there. And ONCO, beautiful hit right there, laptop travel. So guys, he'll be in the Discord 4 a.m. and we'll be crushing it. And yeah, I'm going to be getting up with you guys. And I think maybe, you know what? I could do it on vacation. I'll be on vacation next week, but I get up early all the time when I'm on vacation. So maybe I'm going to hop on at 4 a.m., do a little trading with you guys, and then enjoy the rest of the vacation days and just kind of watch the market. So I may hop on to this next week with you guys at 4 a.m. in the Discord with laptop travel and everybody else. So there you go, guys. A little extra added bonus coming in. And yeah, he had smashed like an 80%er first day posting on there. So that was a beauty. Nice job, Laptop Travel. And I'm looking forward to some of Luis Rodriguez's option calls and things like that. So we're going to be stepping up the Discord. And thank you, Ben and Story Trading. That is a great Discord. We do have a awesome Discord. Godfather in there doing all kinds of good stuff. And so yeah, awesome times in that. And there you go, guys. So enjoy your Thursday, the last day of July. How crazy is that? We're starting August next month. Summer's flying by. So if you didn't get to enjoy your summer yet, you basically have a month left. So go out and enjoy it. And because this market's a little wild anyway, and you know when it hits September, October, it's going to get crazy, guys. You're going to be making crazy profits. I'm telling you. So if you don't see anything that you absolutely love, just don't risk it right now. Keep the cash in your account. It's worth it, and you don't have to force any trades. That's how I look at it right now. I mean, I'm going to look at Apple and Amazon, obviously, as they open up, see what they look like going into their earnings, just looking after Microsoft and what Microsoft and Meta did yesterday. And, you know, I don't generally play earnings, but I mean, if they're going to be reporting like this, you may have to jump in. And yeah, PBM, there you go. That one was just jumping up. I just saw that bad boy right there. Wasn't it right? There it is, PBM. It was right there. I was looking at it, and that pineapple's up too this morning. It was up. Remember, you had it running up, and then it's curling back up, and we know they love to do that. Count the days, right? They run up, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then it's like a week later. That's what we always look at. And so there you go with that, and a couple good ones running up, but not a whole lot happening this morning. I'm not going to lie. You can see our Mag 7's pretty green besides Google and Apple, and we'll have to see how they open up. So there you go, everybody, and nice trade right there. Laptop Travel would have locked that one in. So there you go. I'll keep you guys posted. We'll see how these earnings are going to go for Apple and Amazon today and what the market's going to do. So thank you for tuning in. Follow along on YouTube and X. Any questions, make sure you shoot me a DM on X, and I will keep you guys posted. And I'm going to put the night note up in the Discord. So there you go, everybody. Be sure to trade smart, lock in your profits. Goodbye, good luck, see you later, and have a great day, everybody.